If you've ever tried to build a serious AI application, you've probably hit a wall, a really frustrating hidden bottleneck. And you know what? It's probably not your model, and it's not your prompts. It's your data. Today, we're diving into that critical, often overlooked step, document preprocessing.
So, you're building a RAG system, Retrieval-Augmented Generation, and it should be all about the incredible power of your LLM. But instead, for so many of us, it just turns into this endless battle against messy data. All that gold, all that valuable information is just locked away in PDFs, Word docs, and web pages, and getting it out cleanly feels, well, impossible sometimes. This right here is the #1 thing that stalls so many promising AI projects.
Let's really drill down on this core issue because it's so important. The problem usually isn't the large language model. It's what you're feeding it. You've heard it a million times, garbage in, garbage out. Well, in the world of AI, that's never been more true. And from an AI's perspective, most of our raw documents are frankly garbage. I mean, we've all been there, right? You try to pull text from a PDF and the formatting is just completely broken. Lines end in the middle of a sentence, you have a beautiful table that turns into a single, unusable string of gibberish. You've got headers, footers, and page numbers just sprinkled right into your main content. Oh, and don't even get me started on web pages, with all the ads and navigation bars. Trying to write a different script for every single file type? That's a recipe for a maintenance nightmare. Okay, so to really hammer this home, let me give you a quick analogy that shows the huge difference between that messy, raw data and the clean, AI-ready data we're all after. On the left, that's the reality for most basic extraction tools. It's a jumbled mess, it's chaotic noise, full of junk from the original document. Honestly, it's often completely unusable. But on the right, that's the dream. That's what we need. Clean, structured, and organized content that your AI can actually understand and use. Here's maybe the best way to think about it. A basic text scraper is like taking a photocopy of a newspaper. Sure, you get the articles, but you also get the ads, the page numbers, the crossword puzzle, all just mashed together. A professional editor, on the other hand, is intelligent. They go in, they identify just the important articles, they clean them up, and they present them to you in a logical way. That's exactly the role Unstructured.io plays for your AI. Okay, so we've established the problem is real and it is severe. Now, let's talk about the solution that's quickly becoming the go-to standard for this exact task. Unstructured.io. So what is Unstructured? Well, it's this comprehensive engine that's purpose-built for this one challenge. You can use it as an open source library or an API, but its entire focus is on one thing, taking any messy document you throw at it and giving you back clean, structured, AI-ready data. So how does it actually work? Well, it's really built on 3 core ideas or pillars. First, a unified interface. This is huge. It means you use the same simple code for PDFs, for Word docs, for emails, you name it. No more writing dozens of format-specific scripts. Second, element detection. And this is the real game changer. It doesn't just see a wall of text. It actually identifies titles, paragraphs, and even tables. And third, smart chunking. It intelligently breaks down your content into the perfect sizes for your AI model, all while keeping the original meaning and context intact. All right, so that's what it does. Now, let's peel back the curtain a little bit and look at how it works. What's actually happening under the hood that makes it so effective? First up, you've got the document parsers. The magic here is that when you feed it a file, you don't have to tell it what it is. It automatically figures out the file type and picks the best possible method to pull out the content. It handles all that complexity for you. Next, and this is where it gets really clever, is element classification. It goes way beyond just scraping text. It uses smart, layout-aware models, sometimes even computer vision, to actually understand the document structure. It knows a title is a title, it knows a table is a table, not just a bunch of random text. This is what separates it from basic tools, and it's absolutely crucial for high-quality RAG. And finally, there's chunking. Once the content is all clean and identified, you have to split it up for your model. Unstructured gives you really sophisticated ways to do this. You can split by title, for example, which is fantastic for keeping related ideas together so you don't cut a key argument in half. Or you can split by a specific token count to perfectly match your model's context window. This kind of flexibility is key to squeezing every last bit of performance out of your RAG system. So who is this really for? Well, it's a pretty broad technical crowd. Obviously, RAG builders are the primary users. But it's also essential for data engineers who are building data pipelines, any AI developer who just needs clean data, big enterprises processing documents at a massive scale, and even research teams who are trying to analyze thousands of academic papers. Okay, let's get practical for a second. Where does unstructured actually fit into your toolkit? And, how does it stack up against some of the other common libraries you might already be using? Let's just do a quick comparison. You've got tools like PyPDF or Beautiful Soup, and they're great, but they're specialists. One does PDFs, one does HTML. LangChain's loaders are more versatile with formats, but they might not give you that same super high-quality extraction or deep element detection. Unstructured really stands out because it brings that excellent quality and deep understanding across a whole bunch of different formats, all in one place. So here's the bottom line. When should you reach for it? It's the absolute perfect choice if you're building a RAG system that has to deal with lots of different document types. And it's essential when the quality of your AI's answers is non-negotiable. Now, on the flip side, if you're just dealing with simple, clean text files, or if a basic text dump is good enough for your use case, it might be overkill. It's all about choosing the right tool for the job. What we're seeing is that unstructured is very quickly becoming the default, the industry standard for this work. Its deep integration into major frameworks like LangChain, its adoption by huge enterprises for their production systems, and its massive growing open source community, it all points to just how important this tool has become. So I'll leave you with this one thought. We spend so much time and energy debating which LLM to use, how to perfectly tune our prompts, which vector database is the fastest. But at the end of the day, the performance of your entire AI system hinges on the quality of the data you feed it. So the real question is, are you ready to get serious about your pre-processing? Because if you're not getting that first step right, you're crippling your AI before it even has a chance to shine.